Please speak your full name. You will be placed on hold until a moderator arrives.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today for the third episode of the Welcome to Germany series presented by the German National Tourist Office. My name is Jacqueline from Baxter Travel Media. I will be your moderator today. If you have any questions about the software, please type them into the chat box. I will be online here to support you in answering my email as well. I have Karina from the GNTO on the line with her partners from Trafalgar Tools and Lufthansa. If you have any questions for our speakers, I encourage you to type them into the chat box. We love your questions and comments. Thanks again. Karina, you can begin whenever you're ready.
Well, thank you very much, Jacqueline, for this nice introduction. My name is Karina Schumacher, and I'm with the German National Tourist Office here in Toronto. On behalf of my partners, I would like to welcome you to our third webinar for this four-part series. With me today are Wolf Paunik, representing Trafalgar Tours, and Chris Wendland, representing Lufthansa. For those of you who couldn't attend our webinars in the past weeks, here's again a quick note on what's new and important this year in Germany. This year we focus on the 38 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, which can be all seen in this slide. Only the most outstanding testimonies to the history of mankind and nature are granted the World Heritage title by UNESCO, and 38 of them are in Germany. They have been grouped under 7 themes, and a total of 8 attractive routes have been developed to attract culturally minded visitors to Germany. These routes combine UNESCO World Heritage Sites with other popular attractions in Germany. Historical towns, architectural monuments, significant industrial sites, and distinctive natural landscapes have been deemed to be of international historical importance. Together, all those sites create a picture book of human history, exploring cultural differences as well as historical and regional characteristics, offering thousands of years of history. We have developed a brochure, an app, and a website that will assist you and your clients to discover these highlights. The Welterbe app, or World Heritage app, features all 38 UNESCO World Heritage sites and routes, as well as many other highlights. More information can be found online at germany.travel/UNESCO. 2014 is a significant year for Germany as it marks the 25th anniversary of the peaceful revolution and the fall of the wall. And in 2015, we will be celebrating 25 years as a reunified nation. These events opened up new destinations in Germany for travelers from all over the world and gave the country's inbound tourism industry an unprecedented boost. This year, the German National Tourist Board is placing German unity at the heart of its international sales and marketing activities, showcasing the great variety of tourist attractions available in destination Germany 25 years on from the fall of the wall. To honor this major anniversary, a series of special events and exhibitions are planned to take place throughout Germany. On October 9, 2014, Leipzig will commemorate the peaceful revolution in Germany that led to the fall of the Iron Curtain across Europe with projections, live music, video performances, and candles. The Festival of Lights recalls the events of October 9, 1989, when more than 70,000 demonstrators with candles in their hands, despite a threatening firing order, demonstrated for more freedom in the German Democratic Republic. Several thousand policemen and soldiers were deployed to the city. However, the demonstration remained peaceful. The events became an important milestone on the way to the fall of the Berlin Wall and the German reunification. The Leipzig Festival of Lights 2014 marks the start of a long weekend where numerous cultural institutions dedicate their events, exhibitions, and concerts to the system-changing occurrences of 1989. The anniversary year will culminate on the weekend of November 9th in Berlin with an approximate Thousands of citizens of Berlin and visitors will be able to stroll along the length of the wall and get a feeling of the intensity of the separation. To celebrate the 25th anniversary of the fall of the wall, the German National Tourist Office has initiated a 2-year campaign under the tagline 25 Perspectives on Destination Germany. Travel agents can discover 25 exciting perspectives, surprising facts, and compelling sights and attractions in Germany at www.germany.travel/Germany-reunified, or download the e-brochure seen in this a living monument to German reunification and an unspoiled natural landscape that is perfect for active holidays. Here, where some inhabited by more than 5,200 species of flora and fauna. The Green Belt, a nature conservation project that quickly gained momentum following reunification history, whether on foot, by bike, or on horseback. A cross-section of nearly every German landscape, the Green Belt encompasses 17 different terrains, from the North German marshlands to the low and finishes in Leipzig. The heritage sites in between are reminders of a German past that Leipzig as such does not have a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but with its great legacy, the peaceful revolution, and its dynamic art scene, it enjoys an excellent reputation worldwide. Its prime site, Spinnerei, a former cotton mill in the trendy Plagwitz district, is home to countless galleries and ateliers. Key figure of the so-called New Leipzig School is artist and professor Neo Rauch. The waiting painting movement from Leipzig is enjoying spectacular success. Weimar, on the other hand, has always been firmly established on Germany's cultural UNESCO map. The classical Weimar UNESCO World Heritage Site includes the palaces associated with Goethe and Schiller, along with the Duchess Anna Amalia Festival in May, while the Weimar summer transforms the entire city into one huge stage in July and August. A good 150 kilometers to the north is the Garden Kingdom of Dessau-Wörlitz, a work of art covering 140 square kilometers, the first English landscape garden in continental Europe. Especially ideal during the Garden Kingdom summer concerts between May and September. And you can also follow on the footsteps of Goethe, who once said it's on one of the Weiße Flottes boats and enjoy incredible views of the UNESCO World Heritage palaces and parks of Potsdam and Berlin. Sanssouci Palace and Park are great on their own. However, in conjunction splendor. Other must-see attractions include the Russian Alexandrovka colony with its distinctive wooden houses, the Potsdam Sanssouci Music Festival in June, and Potsdam Palace's Night in August. Around 2 hours to the southeast is Bad Muskau, where Prince Prickler Muskau, the landscaping genius, created Muskauer Park. Drawing on ideas from the classical era, the prince established his very own park in one of the 4 charming holiday homes, rounded off with an original It is a fascinating sections that you'll find it impossible or more modern, such as the Volkswagen building with its production site made out of glass in the middle of Dresden called the Gläserne Manufaktur heritage sites. The events www.german Wolf, whenever you're ready.
To all of the attendants at the a very public confession chagrin of my first travel of Italy.
Karina, and
Okay, so and both presenters mentioned Trafalgar Tours. I have to make a little bit of a correction. We use the name Trafalgar because ever since we have re-engineered our program to make them true guided many, and we offer quite a lot. We do have 18 first-class programs and 12 cost savers. We have 40 different that is an information you can very easily find destination for a guided vacation. Of areas, it has a multitude Germany is picture perfect both in terms of the quality of the infrastructure as much as sites for a guided vacation that will be pre-planned and person who will be really the true and the ultimate insider on behalf of Trafalgar to our guest is trained not only to follow the logistics to the T, but really to hear out the needs of our guest and to make local people, to find out the hidden treasures, to be the guest of the local closer to our guest. He is abundant in appreciate the traditional Italian marked, and it is absolutely fantastic. And we do take our guests on a local, unique experience, unique highlight, and take them experience of Germany, which Germany many years ago. Actually, German city is Berlin. And Berlin has been divided in two. It has had kind of two separate unified country, and it is a city that's rocking. It has fantastic culture. It has fantastic nightlife. Opportunity to kind of get to know, ask for directions, and chat with. Here we have the TV tower visit, which is one of the unique with the River Spree in the middle, with Unter den Linden, with Brandenburg Gate. So really, we have an opportunity to kind of North American travelers and often related to their personal history, as many of them have been posted to very often people forget how romantic a country Germany gate at one end, follows the Museum Alley with Pergamon, Museum Island, really is one of the most beautiful urban settings in Europe. In Berlin, there is a fantastic park called Tiergarten, which is a modern building. It's also known by the nickname of Jimmy Carter's Smile. At least it was known to my generation, and people of my age. Many younger travelers do not even know. Another very important part of Berlin, and with Brandenburg Gate, bit about this famous building. This is the Reichstag, and Reichstag has political decisions and historical decisions, both for Germany and the world, have happened. During the vacation, the building has been changed, the building has been renovated. The glass dome, and is again of the division between the two Berlins is by the 25th. I remember seeing Berlin ago that was. Part which used to be the part of the center of West Berlin and is now a street known for entertainment and shopping, which is Kurfürstendamm, beautiful restaurants, clubs, capital of Bavaria. That it is hard to absolutely fantastic Christmas markets. And the reason why I've selected Munich Glockenspiel and the new City Hall is because at the square in front of the new City Hall, representing historical facts and marriage between Lorraine or Lotharingia and Bavaria, and the knights chasing one another and the Bavarian knights winning, to be ended with markets is held here in front of the new City Hall. And the reason I'm bringing Christmas into this spring or summer photo is to tell you that Germany is really a year-round destination. For all of your clients who have enjoyed Italy, who have enjoyed France, and we're thinking that those destinations are difficult to repeat in terms of the wealth of art, of natural beauty, of appeal, please do offer Germany. Now the other huge German tradition, and something that we like to take in Bavaria, in Munich, and in Germany, which is a Hofbrauhaus. And that is yet another joy and fun and pleasure. And clearly, we all know of the Oktoberfest that's been held in very much bound by its palatable and best in the right breweries, half a liter stein of beer dedicated to tourists where they own half a liter or 1 full liter stein, and certainly they don't want to carry it around. So that would be one of the hidden treasures part of Trafalgar's insider experience. Now I'd like still to stick to Oberammergau and the famous Passion Play that is repeated every 10 years. Actually isolated and they wouldn't let foreigners come in, local population puts together Passion of Christ a special anniversary and then 2020, which has been a fantastic group opportunity picturesque Bavarian village. So Oberammergau Passion Play romantic and talking history, although the Neuschwanstein castle is not necessarily the most historic castle in Germany. Understanding that it is in Germany by the lake, built by King Ludwig. Recently, visiting Munich and Bavaria means also visiting and taking a peek at Neuschwanstein and region, because Germany is not just an urban country, not just a beautiful country in terms of lakes, waters, and rivers, and God knows there are many, but it is also a beautiful also a place where cuckoo clock making has really reached its perfection. So we take them to the factory. Some of them in the olden days were completely made of wood, so it's quite amazing that these elaborate mechanisms were in place even in the 16th century. Staying with the Danube, as it is my favorite, our mind a true hidden treasure. It's a little town of Regensburg, this is how we walk because the coach parking is on the other side of the river. So we walk with our Regensburg. Regensburg is very well known, like many other German places. This place has been selling bratwurst and grilling bratwurst for 900 years. And one can have a fantastic lunch for 5 euros plus several euros for beer in an 11th century old bratwurst grilling place. Take our guests here to a highlight meal, and without any doubt you can imagine how much fantastic. Speaking of in the middle of the Rhine used to be a toll house castle, so there were big thick chains across the river barring the traffic unless they've background. You can see maybe one or two can be matched to them, but I think hardly any. This part of Rhine and Moselle in the world, pretty much everything done by hand, so done in the old traditional way, producing take half a day cruise, so several hour cruise, typically between St. Goar and Boppard, or the other way around, depending. Would not do. I would like also to mention another city which is my favorite mid-sized city in Germany, and that is Trier on the Moselle Cathedral and Baroque main square. Absolutely outstanding, nested in guest to what is the hallmark of Trafalgar Guided Vacation, and it is called Be My Guest. To their place, be it a castle, a farm, or whatever is their place of living. Mistake on the slide. And we are hosted by the owners of the castle, an old family that had the castle in the river, and it's run by Klaus Nickling and his sister Anita. It is typically about 3-hour visit. It's typically an opportunity to walk whatever description. We do not expect all of our drinks to enjoy their wine or beer. We also offer soft drinks, and really to have an opportunity to chat with local hosts. People of Rhine region, people in Bavaria, who would encourage travelers, but this is really something that is often mentioned in the questionnaires filled by our guests as the of the main courses, appetizers, fresh fruits and vegetables, as much as in terms of tastes beautiful Schwarzwald cake. So Germany is a destination that is absolutely complete. As much as a lot of industry which became iconic, and it is often an attraction in itself. Karina mentioned Volkswagen in Leipzig, and I would like to mention and a place I really encourage everybody to try to visit, and we include as a hidden treasure in some of our programs. Either as a pass-through itinerary or completely dedicated. Best of Germany is our most popular first-class itinerary, followed by Best of Germany have highlights of Germany as the topmost itinerary. That go through Germany, actually three. In family experiences, we have a few not necessarily belong to, but I've mentioned to you my opinion is that Germany as a single country destination rivals is not Trafalgar Tours, it is Trafalgar. We are a provider of guided vacations to meet the locals, and I hope you will have an opportunity to go interesting itinerary into Germany. So participating in this webinar. It's a big anniversary coming to Germany, 25 years of reunification, and as I said, it sounds like not such a long time, but certainly Germany is the country of the future, and we enjoy
and presentation of Germany and how guests. So we had some very great questions. If I have enough time, I will address them all. If not, at Lufthansa. So Chris, we're looking forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. Specifically about a new service that we have for the Canadian traveler this summer. after 40 years of service in to create awareness that this flight is there, and also for our travel counselors that what this new service from Canada to Germany, and our home market is network. But with 42 weekly flights, so naturally, when we talk about our new flight, our new Toronto-Munich flight, um, Belgrade, Warsaw, Tel Aviv, Athens, and Barcelona. Uh, the route we made money. It comes back, and we also have a Munich service. And Vancouver service to two hubs, which provides double the flight options and all kinds of We also have a Calgary and Ottawa service together with our partner Air Canada, but that's on their metal. Now, Munich, Wolf did talk about Munich, and of course Oktoberfest. What we would think in North America, of course, a representative of what Germany does well, make good cars, and there are lots of good car museums in the Bavaria. Porsche, Audi, Mercedes, all German cars. And one can't go to Munich without visiting this castle, that's for sure. FC Bayern München is the soccer powerhouse, the German team that we will see playing shortly in Rio. And at beer halls, at beer gardens, sitting under chestnut trees in the shade, and just sitting down and immediately making friends. And it's offered all over Germany. Munich, but as I say, it is a hub, and we need to unfortunately talk about getting people beyond Frankfurt and focused on Eastern Europe, Russia, downtown, popular European. Lufthansa and Munich Airport Authority sat down together and talked and said, and we have all of our star partners, and if we're telling our customers that we're offering seamless transfers, then we need to create a terminal that are going to want to do that. And so the focus was on shorter routes, faster transits, what we like to say is that, with all of the de-icing delays one could experience with weather, and if you don't, well, there's always the beer garden lounge, which is the only only airport in the world time. So airports, things happen. There are delays. By being able to use the new the business traveler or the leisure traveler say, oh, we don't have to rush, or in fact, we can have another beer before we go to the airport, or spend an extra 2 hours downtown. A train ticket, which is something that is part of all airport hubs. City, or to get to Berlin, and it travels simply walk over to the train station, and we have it, and we use this new technology also because our customers are expecting trying to make it a lot easier for the passenger at the airport, less lines and getting through the airport quicker. There are other services that we also offer. Additional service. If somebody wanted to send a child to go visit grandma, you had an unaccompanied minor package or program, but and so we address that as well for seniors, for families, and because we have a huge international network. And you would like to have them met at the airport and taken by the hand through all of the points, we can arrange that as well in over 20 things that we also realized is that we um, um, questionnaire that goes out to about 6 million passengers around the world and ranks airlines on various services. And we are the only European airline with 5-star first-class service. And one of the things that you have to walk out in the rain, walk on the bus, and passport control. We whisk them through that. Explaining that with taking their shower, and then of course because you're carrying water, which adds weight to the aircraft, which affects your fuel efficiency, you're no longer as and all of the details of offering this, felt that they would first class lounge. We actually have they can work, there's ducks disappear from the showers all the time. So it's not just about the flight when it comes to first class. It's about how you manage passport. New first class that it is the have come under a lot of pressure. So it's really an opportunity, especially for at-home agents who think special. What can I do? Perhaps you're talking to anniversary or a reunion. Well, this is truly a first-class service. Now, some airlines have business or to promote first class because in the summer the fares go down to 40, sometimes up to 60%. So if you have the right individual, you can convince them that they really should once in a lifetime try flying. Economy class on our long haul flights, if we 'Or teenagers. Even better is the fact that we have Flynet taking selfies and don't have to worry about it. Kids being a problem. They have their own individual all free. We it will be a separate cabin with distinct service. Toronto Munich flight, and so a lot more privacy. Will understand when they're on a of course is prepared by all and do what decor was that no matter what airline they're engine noise, which aircraft they felt that their eyes were dry, their throat was dry. So we looked into that, and we had ventilation in the walls. A flight attendant can whisper in the gallery so that you can get more humidity. We're listening in, it's maybe 2% or 1% of the time because mostly everybody that you could recommend this with very little fear that they're going to come back with anything but praise because it is truly Traveler of the first class. It's from rehaul 6,000 seats, and we're almost finished. And however, all the flights in Canada are already equipped with live TV sports channel. That also is something that was requested by our passengers. We looked at our partners with Aeroplan, so Aeroplan members can redeem their points on Lufthansa. 50 partners, and the mileage can be redeemed in they want to redeem their points with other things. So we have actually a world shop where with gifts where they can spend it's the Lufthansa private jet. We've been promoting this for quite a few years now, about 5 years that it really wasn't that. when they want. They get into the first class terminal and the first class lounges. And it's truly, we are I would just like to say on the West Coast, they did a calculation. Doesn't in any way on the itinerary indicate that it is a private jet. It has just a Lufthansa flight number. Business class passengers booking the private jet. And now I would just like to close actually by talking about our experts program, because Lufthansa has invested in a website free. All agents who would like to have some information comes to travel itineraries, but knowing a bit more about the product means you help you in your day-to-day sales. It's you'll find things like summer day. There is a newsletter. We don't bombard you with newsletters every for agents. And for the first time this year, our pet fairs are also available in business class. And it's available only until 15th of April. It's a $3 Canadian. But as I say, you can bring a companion. Doesn't have to really see that this special fair is in place because, as many of you know, Lufthansa pilots were on strike for 3 days. We recognized that there was a great deal of work for our travel agency special fair in place. And we're off click on the that I Vancouver will be the
We have many responses. Do you see them in the chat box?
I do. Yes, I'm starting to over to Europe. You can use the new Warsaw, Tel Aviv, or is it all of the above? And you're correct, all of the above. 30-minute connection time you may or may not care about if you're at the Beer Garden Lounge with friends, and internet access from B, C, or D. Michelle is correct. A. Destinations that are unique to Munich because they focus on Middle East, Eastern Europe, and Russia. Lufthansa's what do you have to be a member of the Lufthansa Experts Program? It's an annual fee of $100, a revenue experts and sign up and check out that new thing on Lufthansa. Uh, that just shows you how much we love beer. We want our customers also quite diverse entertainment and individual customized program, a full bed with a matted mattress, that's it for the Lufthansa presentation. The opportunity, double the connectivity.
We have gone a bit over the time with this fascinating webinar this week, and so presentation, she had answered some of the questions which came up in the beginning of her presentation. I will the link for the green belt, which I have mentioned in the beginning. And I'm looking forward to seeing you back here again.
Hi everyone. So sorry for going over today, and thank you so much for attending. I saw Judy the way we send our join us for April 6th. I want to thank Wolf from Trafalgar for joining us today and for answering questions in the chat box. Thank you so much, Wolf.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Chris, who attended. Thank you so much for